Losing a trade can be difficult to stomach. After all, nobody loves losing. For someone with a big account, the amount can be substantial. For someone with a tiny account, it can still be cost. Especially for a beginner trader, one can feel like the whole world has collapsed on him when they've gotten the trade wrong. This is hardly surprising. A recent study showed that winning a trade does not give the same weight of reaction as compared to when a trader loses a trade. This is because the trauma of knowing one is wrong outweighs the success and celebration that one has been right. It is just plain psychology, because when one is hit with a loss, there is trauma. The trauma you experience is like a car accident. The trauma of conflict like what you read in the news daily. Everything is going down. Your life is messed up. There is no hope. I have to work harder by 50% in order to get back my losing trade. If you lived all your life in such a revenge mindset, you will be triggered. Your fight or flight mode is activated. Your emotions are heightened, and your pulse rate goes up. You will be in disbelief. What has gone wrong? The market has let me down. Preposterous. I cannot accept this, market. I got to prove you wrong that I can do it. Hello? Hello? Is that you talking? Huh? Why are you reacting this way? Wait a minute, is this from you? Or is it from your ego? This happens more often than usual. Well, that's because it is human nature. It is difficult for one to admit that they are wrong, especially towards something that's not a human. It is extremely easy to blame it on this, blame it on that. To really sit down and eat humble pie and say, look, I understand that you've made a mistake, but remember that this is not fatal. This is not final. If you've done your best already with all that available information at that point of time, I celebrate your discipline and determination. You've done well. Give yourself a pat on your back, and you are amazing. Even though you have lost, that is something only a few people are able to do. Have you ever lost some money? Are you able to recall the feeling when you've dropped and lost $50 by accident? How about when you've lost $1? Oh, you might be thinking, it's just $1, that's nothing. But when it's $50, you panic. Because it is $50. Now, that is something. With $50 can buy you many things. A few burgers, some salad, a week's worth of groceries, a week's worth of petrol. So when you lose a trade and you've risked your account size of say, 2%, it is not significant. But when it is 10%, you start to worry. Well, that's because you're just a few more trades away from blowing your account. So the reason why you have a panicked reaction is that you are most likely risking too large of your account for your comfort. Right? You are acting out of fear. And that is why you go crazy. It is not rational. You have become emotional and worried that your trading capital might be gone in a flash and you're out. You are this close to game over. And you start losing sleep. You overthink. You become desperate. And if this is the money that you've put aside for your retirement, repaying of loans or something really important, you might be really doomed. With such thoughts, you are almost ready to say goodbye to being a currencies trader. So I cannot emphasize enough, what you do when you lose a trade will ultimately determine your long-term success in trading. After all, do bear in mind, 99% of the traders fail and only 1% of traders succeed in field. If you want to get to that top 1%, self-mastery is the first prerequisite. Most of the time, as you could see, is your monkey mind controlling you. So, not only immense discipline is needed, you'd need immense willpower, and also a great intensity of knowledge and self-awareness. All these lie with yourself, and no one else. You are the one talking on this trading journey, so you have to conquer yourself. You can only be your own hero, and you determine your own success. And once you're completely sure that you've done that, we can discuss about the trading proper. The next thing you should do once you've made a losing trade, checking your trading plan. If your trading plan is sound, you should not be concerned at all. Recognize your loss as a business cost that you're forking out, just like any other traditional businesses that has costs involved. Let the losing trade go, except that those are sunk costs that cannot be get back. If you've been trading for quite some time and know what you are doing, your trading plan should be sound and okay most of the time. But if that is not the case, you really ought to take an honest look at it. By having an honest look at it, means that you would have to accept that your plan is flawed and you might have to stop trading altogether for a while and go back to the drawing board. Especially if you've made a few losing trades in a row. It would be wise to do a little bit of soul searching. And the next step, if you followed the trading plan, is that you have to make an honest assessment. If you have done so, what you should do is to give yourself a pat on the back for sticking to it faithfully and being unwavering with your discipline and willpower. However, if you have not, it happens more often than you think. For beginner traders, start sitting down and evaluate what went wrong. Were you checking the charts constantly? Were you being impatient and exited the trade earlier or later than you planned to? Or were you constantly worrying if the price would rebound to the direction where you wanted it to go? Or were you anxious and uncertain when you placed the trade? Were you in a bad mood while doing that? Or did you see a trading setup that was non-existent and you imagined that it was there? You must sit down and take a truthful look at what you were doing during the trade, from its execution, its unfolding, up till you exit the trade. There can be no perfect answer, nor any perfect solution to this problem that anyone else, or Google, can give you. Because only you would have your answer to these questions. How you react and how honestly you approach to seek out the answer to these questions would instantly determine what sort of trader you will be and how successful you are in your trading journey. Imagine if someone lies and decides that he did not do any wrong during the trade. He lies to himself that there are no issues or problems. Yes, he may be able to successfully lie to himself and pat himself on his back and say, "Don't worry, just try again." I don't believe you can lose a few more times. But the market does not accept lies. The market will do whatever it wants to do, not what you want it to do. And the result will show up in their account statement. For sure, it is difficult to reconcile those difficult moments after you've lost a trade. That's because nobody else will be there for you. You will be looking at your trading platform by yourself, evaluating the results by yourself, thoughts forming in your head that only you will hear. That is why your decisions can be clouded sometimes. Doubts may form in your head, especially when you start to wonder if you're cut out for trading. And that is why most of the traders quit. Having a clear mind, being detached from your situation, and looking at all these information as an observer is crucial and important. You have to master it like an art form. And how does that happen? When you lose a trade, you must stay calm. If you've learned meditation, do your breathing exercises. Learn to be an observer of your thoughts. Try not to be emotional, nor upset about losing your trade. Shut down your trading platform, stay away from the charts, and take a step back from your trading for a few days. Pause and reset. Get yourself together. Give yourself a reminder that you're in this not just for the short term, and a small setback would not affect your journey. It is a marathon, not a sprint. You will be able to overcome and look at the big picture for your overall success. Recall the time when your favorite football team playing on the pitch. It is the most important game of the entire season. Everything seems great. The odds are for them to win. The opponents are underdogs, but their star player in perfect form. Your team also has a wonderful lineup, morale high, ready to put up a good fight and win the match as expected by everyone watching it. The whistle goes. The players kick off. The play happens. But no longer than 3 minutes, something just happened. The opposing striker broke through the defense through a quick counterattack. The keeper, eyes off the ball, was caught off guard. The striker moved forward into the 6-yard box and put the ball at the back of the net. They scored. The stadium roars. 0-1. Unbelievable. You are devastated. Your team is devastated. The fans are shattered. How could this happen so early in the game? Oh my God, it is going to be so difficult. The team has to come back from 1 goal down now. Stay calm and trust, you tell yourself. You have full faith in the coach. And every single one of the players. They are working as a team, they have a game plan. They are professionals. It is just a small setback that they can overcome, and the game is still open for any of these sides. Do not panic. Do not let the morale be affected. Focus. Focus. Are they going to change their game plan? No. Are they going to substitute out the keeper who let in the goal? No. Are they going to punish themselves for letting everyone down? No. No. Focus. Focus on the game, like how you will focus on your trading plan. And this how your mindset should be. Unwavering focus. And you will come back again. Ready for the next trading setup. Ready for your next trade. Done according to your sound trading plan that works for you. Trusting in your very own journey. Operating the best business in the world. Your career in currencies trading.